A great win here for Grumpy Old Men. Let's get right into it. Hey guys, how is it going? Jackadunga here, and today I have something different to show on the channel. The usual in-house YouTuber for Grumpy Old Men, Honey Badger on Clash Attacks with Grumpy Old Men, is on holiday, so I am here to fill in for week 3, and today we have an interesting matchup here in the Champions War League Premier Division. Grumpy Old Men versus Kornfeld, the German clan here. And as you can see, Grumpy Old Men picking up quite a good victory here. 84 to 83 stars, pretty close, but it would be a few differences in the 10v11 hitting and that extra 10v10 hit which we did have, in fact, which would separate the stars. Despite falling short on one dip, Kornfeld would dip perfectly, but Grumpy Old Men would fail one dip. But a 10v10 and a better 10v11 hit rate would secure the win here, as Kornfeld struggled at 10v11. But starting off right now, we do have some moron going in here on Corby. Love the name. Coming in with a Queen Walk and a very high percentage 10v11 double here. Going to start off. Queen Walk's going to take a bit of time here, chomping through all these high hit point storages, and defenses going to be making their way, taking out Wizard Towers, Teslas, etc. Going to start and head towards these storages in the north. Still going to take quite a bit of time here. But you can see all those Teslas being taken down here pretty easily here. Not too much worrying to do. Queen getting an absolute hell of a lot of value. But here comes the Golem, and here comes the start of his funnel, and then his funnel for his troops into this base. You can see King, Bowlers, Queen all heading in to this north compartment, and there goes that jump spell. You can see the funnel is making sure that after those Bowlers hit a brick wall, they will head over towards that town hall. You can see a few of them doing so already. A nice free spell is actually going to protect those Bowlers from getting destroyed and burnt by those Inferno towers. King tries to be a little bit heroic here, but does die to enemy King here. A few of the Bowlers still making their way, taking their time here, taking different storages and eventually that Archer Tower. But after all of those troops are down in range, they only have one direction they can go, and that is towards the Town Hall, where he will pick up that second star and end up with a very high percentage 2-star for a 10v11, up in the high 60s. So a very, very nice attack here by some moron to start us off. Very nicely executed, so well done to him. Moving on, we do have 10v10 to show you, but we're going to show this raid to the fullest, as the Queen still has ability left in hand and will pick up a few more percentage points to ensure that this is a high percentage double. But we're going to have GK, I believe. Oh no, it's not GK. I've forgotten who it is actually. I always forget who RU Jimmy Pop is. Maybe it is GK. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it'll come back to me during this video. But we have SKO getting taken down here by Jimmy. Coming in with a nice dragon attack. And you're going to see hardly any of these dragons are going to be taken down here. Going to start off here with Queen. Going to take down a few of these defenses here. With the help of this wizard on the left hand side, going to be funneling Queen towards those two air defenses. King going to do a nice bit of tanking actually here for these two dragons, which are going to help funnel these main dragons into the portion of the base. But you're going to see it's quite a spam here. Queen still has ability left in hand. Going to use that in time. But King on the left hand side funneling nicely. It's sort of similar to a spam minor attack, but it's going to be a spam dragon attack instead, with the King and Queen heading up the flanks here. But the King is going to get the most work done here. Going to get towards the halfway point, but the dragons going to be really nicely funneled. You can see all 9 of those dragons pushing through this base in quite a nice pattern. You can see that actually the dragons have spread out nicely to take out these defenses, and you can see the Queen just on a slither of health here. You can see actually helping create this sort of funnel for the dragons so that they don't go along the outside of this base. A cloned Lava Hound and Loons are going to take out that air defense in the north very easily with a haste spell, and then going to actually help out take some hit points off that Inferno Tower. But you can see there's about 8 dragons left up still. So this is definitely going to be a triple, a very convincing triple here by Jimmy. As you can say, rip goodbye to the Archer Queen as she gets tripped by a giant bomb. But very nicely done to Jimmy. A really nice 10v10 here. Right, let's move on to the 9v9s. I have 3 9v9s to show you today. Starting off with Genius Taboo here with an interesting witch attack. I wouldn't just put a straight up witch attack in, but this was a sort of interesting witch attack because he does swag a little towards this end portion of the raid. But starting off, going to start off with that usual spammy witch attack. Going to be spreading out those witches quite nicely around the base, and going to get the king, queen and bowlers to be funneled straight into this core with the help of a cheeky jump spell. There we go. The golem has other ideas on the left hand side. Going to bang through a wall despite easily being able to access the base with that jump. Nice to see golem AI still working, but he finally chooses to go into the base. There we go. King, queen and bowlers heading straight up this core. There comes the second jump spell to access the rest of this base. But you can see here the witches and wizards pushing convincingly across this flank, going to help funnel the troops in. And you can see he still has 8 hogs left, but the king, bowlers and queen, still at practically full health here, are going to mean that he doesn't really need to use these hogs at the end, but does it anyway just for safety's measure. But we're going to call them swagged hogs for the purpose of this video. There comes the Lava Hound. Lava Hound actually pops here, but queen able to pick up the pups, in fact, with the help of the ability. Still actually got that in hand, but you can see there, still got 8 hogs here and only 3 archer towers left to go, with the bowlers still pushing in. So a very nice attack here by Taboo, a very convincing triple on Beast Tiger, nicely done to him. Right, going on, we do have the second 9v9, and it's going to be from the leader Josh here on his Town Hall 9 account. Going to come in here with a Stoned Go Loon, I think it is. Stoned Go Loon. Stoned Go Bow Loon, I think. I may be making up strategy names here, but I think that's what you call it. But it's a very nice attack, you'll see. Going to start off with the help of a balloon to take out that mortar on that north side, so the golems are actually placed nicely to create this funnel here. Going to be dropping down that second golem on that mortar. Doesn't need to create that much of a funnel on this north side with that many wizards, as he has taken out that mortar. Going to jump straight into that compartment. A few golems, not golems, a few goblins, in fact, running rabid across this base. But you can see a nice poison taking them out. Going to be taking out all 4 air defense, which are centralized in this base. So not going to have too much troubles with the loons if all those air defenses do go down. Second jump spell going down. Does have 2 heals. Going to be saving that heal towards the back end of this raid. Got plenty of bowlers left up. Going to be taking down all of those defenses. Here comes the second heal. Queen is going to engage with King, and a few loons on this north end actually going to help out so that Queen doesn't lose too much damage. Going to be forced to use the ability though here. Does have the bowlers still hammering down on these defenses though. Those bowlers going to be heroic and take out that final air defense, and Queen still alive here. Just going to dot his loons slowly but surely on these defenses, making sure he gets all of those archer towers and wizard towers down. But once they die, this will be a very convincing triple by Josh, picking up another 3 stars on the war map. Nicely done to Josh here on Mr. Diddycon. And last, but by no means least, I picked myself here. Maybe I picked myself because, you know, just to show I have an affiliation with grumpy old men here. I do go in with a Stoned Go-Ho. If I'm not using witches, I'm using this strat. So it is going to have a few golems being placed down by myself. Going to make sure I've got plenty of wizards behind those golems to take them out. But it's going to be quite a nice bit of value, if I do say so myself. That actually, those giant bombs I was a bit surprised by actually take out a good chunk of my wizards here due to their splash radius. It does get a little bit hairy on this funnel, but luckily those defenses do get taken down. That archer tower in the north does stay alive, but due to the fact I'm placing my jump here on the left hand side, and that wizard on the right hand side takes out that arch tower, it is going to be a good enough funnel here. Going to be raging up that compartment towards the clan castle. Going to drop down that poison here with another jump and a heal spell going to be placed. Going to take out all of these defenses so that my hogs don't have that much to go. But you can see a few cheeky Teslas popping up on this left-hand side, and a spring trap between them is actually going to cause a little bit of trouble for the hogs. Actually not going to flick the spring trap on this left-hand side. Actually, I am going to. Famous last words here. The bowlers on the actually taking out that cannon on the right-hand side as well. But I'm just going to slowly, surgically deploy these hogs in so that all of those remaining defenses are taken out. But I still have king and queen for cleanup, and I'm going to leave 2 hogs behind for a little bit of cleanup as well. Springtrap does go off, actually, causes a little bit of trouble, but luckily I do have plenty of hogs left to take out the remaining buildings which need to be cleaned. So I'll congratulate myself here, Matt Jack, picking up the triple here on a huge mountain, which I quite liked with the little accent on it for the German symbol. I think that's a U umlaut. So nicely done to myself, I guess. So that will be it for the Grumpy Old Men recap. I hope you guys did enjoy. Of course, if you did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more similar content. Make sure you head over to Clash with Grumpy Old Men to check out Honey Badger's channel, which is very good. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.